Shake, shake, shake the room. Hi. Hello, everybody. What do I look like? I don't even know. Why do I never look? Hello, everybody. There's no one in the chat. Am I the only person here? This is very embarrassing. Hi. Goes. Hello, everybody. Already here. How are you? Wow, no black. No. No, it's a special jumper, isn't it? It's a special Gryffindor jumper. Because I'm cold as hell. Jasmine said, did you hear about the bike that fell over? Because it was too tired. Terrible start to the show, Jasmine. Please leave. Delete the app right now. Go, Jasmine. Okay, I'll tweet this. Tweet! Did that work? Let's find out. Sorry that I'm 6 minutes. 8, bloody hell. My magic trackpad wouldn't connect to the computer. Not so bloody magical, is it? Not so bloody magical. 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 Okay. I'll stop that. I swear, the chat always freezes for like 10 seconds when that always happens. You sound like Siri on your laptop. Thanks, you and your bloody Danception. It's a terrible habit. You sound my mess up so high, how are you? I'm sorry that I sound your mess up, Kareem. That's not very good. Thank you for the nice message, Sophia. Unintentionally, the only thing I can read that now, because I just crashed the chat, is premium messages. Oh wait, no, there we go. They've started again. Hello, everybody. I feel like, as opposed to making a joke about my loneliness, I should have perhaps referenced the Gryffindor jumper in my tweet. Maybe that would have encouraged more people to come. I'm wearing a red jumper! Oh my god, come watch my live show. Is that more interesting? I feel like it's much more interesting. I have tests, said somebody. Oh dear. FYL. We are winding up to the Christmassy season. Although the tests are in January. I feel like because the September to Christmas school term is the longest, that they should have the tests then instead of January. I mean, that's just making you stress over your Christmas. But it should be a Christmas break, and then they should give you, like, revision leave 2 weeks before you actually have to leave for Christmas to do the exams. That'd be nice. I haven't looked at myself. I look fine. I got rained on today, so to say that I don't literally look like Frodo Baggins made out with a bowl of spaghetti, that's quite good. It could be much worse. I can't see you. Take your thumb off the screen. So, Monday, 1st of December yesterday. We'll get on to the 1st of December bit of it later on, but you know what that means. First Monday of the month every month. It's the Dan and Phil radio show. Who watched? All of you, right? You better have. Otherwise I will send assassins to kill you. I said some people going, it clashed with The Walking Dead on Facebook. That's just going to happen, I'm afraid. I suppose it's just which one would you rather watch live. I'm sure you could watch Walking Dead catch up. You can now watch our radio shows in the UK or in the US if you have the Hola Chrome extension app that I'm not telling you to get because I'm a BBC employee. You can watch our radio shows on iPlayer at your leisure, and the people that make the versions for BBC iPlayer, they usually edit in lots of little bonus footage of us messing around in the studio during the songs. So they're always worth a little watch, if you haven't. Not offended. So, that was good though, that was fun. It was pretty funny. I missed it so much. I think it had been the longest I hadn't been to the BBC since the start of 2013, because even when we didn't do a show from September to October the first time, we went in a whole bunch of times to help them set up for the other YouTubers doing their shows, so we were still there quite a lot. So this is the longest with the Teen Awards and stuff that I've ever not been at the BBC, and it felt weird. It felt weird. But it was good to be back. I hope you liked it. It was very festive in the studio. Apparently that was Nick Grimshaw's Christmas tree that we just stole out of the studio. And Greg James was very sad because they shared the same one. Oops, but it was good. What is that sketch drawing in the background? That is a caricature of me and Justin Bieber that I got when I was in New York. That Fuse got us to get. Got us to get. Why am I waffling? They sent us there to do some cool work with them. That was fun. That was some good times. If you want to see the video of that, go to Phil's YouTube channel, or just go to YouTube and search Dan and Phil New York. Then you'll probably see all the stuff we did then. We did a video where we interviewed a really, really, really cool band called Anamanaguchi, who make what's called chiptune music, where they hack Game Boys and use them to make 16-bit music. Or is it 8-bit? I don't know. But it's good. They're really cool guys. What am I wearing? Official Gryffindor. Oh, yeah. Will I do Truth or Dare 6? Don't know. Obviously didn't feel like it. Why is the dino in the hall? Because it's so big. Look at it. It's so big. What's in your door? It's an inflatable dinosaur, and I just keep dumping it in the hallway. I missed the radio show. I'm so sorry. That's okay. What do? You go to... What if I just... happens if I search iPlayer, Dan and Phil? Let's find out. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, maybe it's not that easy. Episodes available on iPlayer. Is that it? Let's find out. Let's click on it. Loading player. That would be very quick. No, that's the other one. Okay, if you have like a BBC iPlayer app, go to channels, then go to Radio 1, and then you'll see our show on it. Fun. Did you like the 7-second challenge? It's pretty funny, wasn't it? What happened? Phil lost when I asked him to name the first 5 things from the 12 Days at Christmas. That was hard. That was very hard. How do you full screen this? I don't know. Can you? On a desktop? iDeck. What is that noise? Phil?
Yeah?
Is that you?
Yeah.
What on earth are you doing? You've got hedge trimmers.
Hello.
Why do you have hedge trimmers? What are you doing?
We have amassed more cardboard in this house than anyone in the world, so I'm doing the right thing and recycling it all. Don't do that, it's really sharp. You would be Voldemort in real life. Hello everyone! Hi, Nancy and Imogen.
This lighting isn't very flattering. What's going on with your hair? Is that your cardboard packing?
This is my
outfit?
cardboard
22 Jump
packing
Street
outfit.
t-shirt.
No promo. I wasn't paid for this.
Okay, so you're
so I'm going to
packing
be doing that.
cardboard.
So if you hear noises that sound like I'm cutting up giant pieces of cardboard, that's what I'm doing. Enjoy. Oh yeah, you can see yourself. I was going to chop your head off.
Just stop mounting the dinosaur.
It's more realistic than...
No, from here it doesn't look like you're doing anything consensual.
Okay.
Just
Later, skater.
have fun flat packing cardboard.
Bye!
Because the Dan and Phil house recycles. Because the environment is important. That's so loud. Just realised how much Britain sucks in the cold. It is so cold. We were both out all day, and we didn't have the heating on, because, you know, you shouldn't leave the heating on during the day, because the Dan and Phil house cares about the environment. But, oh my god, it's like an igloo. Which means that I have to dress appropriately for December. What's up with that? Oh my god. So, yeah, radio show was cool. We're actually going to be doing a special best of internet takeover show. It's not live. It's going to be going up during the Christmas period. It'll probably be repeated a couple times, but it'll be all the best bits of our shows and some of the other shows that have happened. I'm sure there'll be lots of sugs and cool likes and probably a couple Tom Scars and stuff like that. Look forward to that. So about December, holy crap. So that happened all of a sudden. What the hell? It's the last month of 2014. You're dying. I'm dying. We're all dying. Have you accepted the inevitability of death into your life? Better get on it soon. I haven't done any Christmas shopping yet. At all, whatsoever. Literally, I haven't done... I need to get on that. It's going to get to the point where there'll be a giant pop-up on Amazon that says, you have 3 days to do your shopping or you won't get it. and that would be terrible. So I need to do that before all of my friends and family hate me forever. It's like I don't know what I want. I don't know what I like. My mum keeps sending me texts like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's too much creative pressure for me to decide what I want for Christmas. Never mind be judged by all of my friends and family for getting them things. It's okay once you're doing the giving and it's good and exciting, but the listing and the typing and the possible going outside and the walking is less good. But yeah. A sense of purpose, indeed. Is that a Harry Potter sweatshirt? Yes, it is. I got it from the Harry Potter Studios tour, which is a great day out. No product placement. It just was a fun thing that I did. I did not get this hoodie for free. I paid £80 for it. It was so expensive. But it is a very, very high quality thick jumper that I genuinely love. So that's fine. Earrings, not wearing them today. Just didn't feel like it. Wow, I look like a mess. I did get rained on, specified that earlier. Got rained on, yeah. Mountain, what's up with the mountain? You want to know about the mountain? Okay, me and Phil had business and pleasure to attend to up north. We went up there for a couple of days, so we used it as an excuse to catch up with some old friends. And we thought, let's do something that involves going outside, because why did I ever suggest that? And our friend said, oh, I know a good place. It's called Pendle Hill. I saw someone on my Instagram guessed that. And we were like, what's that? And it was like, oh, it's just a nice hill that you can climb. It's got good views. Should be a nice afternoon stroll. And we were like, that sounds fun. Got a couple hours. Why don't we walk outside? That sounds nice. So I go out wearing my bloody black skinny jeans and completely flat shoes from All Saints. Where are they here? Wait, you can kind of still see the mud on them from the hill. Look at that. Do these look like mountain? What is that? That's sellotape, not gum. Okay, that would have been gross. Do these look like mountain climbing shoes? No, they're completely flat. So my friend's like, yeah, let's just go on a nice walk. And literally, we walked for like an hour up to the base of this hill through loads of farms. And me and Phil, people that have done no exercise in our entire lives, are literally like wheezing and tasting blood in our mouths. Awful. And Phil's like, so when are we going to get to the top of the hill? Because I'm pretty tired. And then our friend goes, you see those, those group of Boy Scouts over there, those group of like 6-year-olds in the high-vis jackets at the bottom of those stairs? And we're like, yeah, the bottom of the stairs, I can see them. That's the start of the hill. And we were like, are you kidding me? So we're already literally dying by the time we get to the giant stone steps. So we're like walking up this hill, and then it's literally just like craggly bits of stone just going completely up. The entire walk from the bottom to the top and down again was 7 kilometers. 7 kilometers. That is not a casual walk. That is a mountain. I think the health app on my phone said that I climbed 81 flights of stairs going up that hill. 81 flights of stairs. So yeah, I accepted death about 9 times going up. And as we started climbing up the hill, it started to get really misty. So we got to a point where we were like halfway up when it got so misty. This was when I posted my second Instagram chronicling what could have been the last series of communications before I died. We couldn't see more than 10 meters ahead or behind us. So literally all we could see was just like grass either side of us, and then these ominous stone steps just going up into nothing, and behind us nothing. So if one of us tripped over and fell down the hill, we wouldn't have been able to see the body of our friend. So we got to the top of the hill eventually. It was funny, when we were nearly at the top, this woman, that as she said to us, she hikes up the hill 3 times a week. So obviously she's like the Terminator or something. She was like, you've only got 45 minutes until the sun sets, you better get up there quickly. And we were like, oh god, the sun's gonna set. Well, that's it, isn't it? We're gonna get to the top of the hill, complete darkness, then we're gonna fall off the cliff and die. So we nearly died, but it was good. But then we got to the top of the hill, and the vista was not very impressive. It was just a complete grey grey wall. But at least I got a funny picture to tweet. Yeah. Joking aside, even though it was absolutely horrific because I'm so horrifyingly unfit, it was really fun and really nice. And I'd like to aspire to one day get fitter so that I can climb hills and enjoy the views without dying. That's a good goal. I could write that for 2014. Be able to climb hills and have a nice afternoon without tasting blood. Maybe. But all in all, quite fun. What's the speech bubble thing? The speech bubble thing? Did I say 2014? Look. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, I have no concept of space and time. Dan, it's 2014 right now. 2015. 2015. Wow, that sounds so futuristic, isn't it? How is Omega Ruby? Omega Ruby is amazing. I'm on like the 4th gym already. Hashtag no life, don't worry. No procrastination, I've been doing it instead of sleeping. Oh yeah. Did you like my Pokemon video? I'm aware that I probably made too many jokes that only massive Pokemon nerds would make, even though it was mostly funny. I have made a mental note to do that less, because I'm aware that probably half of you either don't care or have just generally never played a Pokemon game ever. So most of you are probably like, what are you talking about? But it was pretty funny. It's like it's a shame. Like, I would love to make more videos just playing Pokemon, because I think it's funny how... Because when I was making X and Y, I think I told you guys, when I played Pokemon X and Y this time last year, I was saying to myself, I wish I had a gaming channel, because when I played the first hour, I was finding so many things funny. I was like, the guy's called Augustine Sycamore. Are you kidding me? That's the most ridiculous thing ever. And just seeing the it would have been a great video. Alas, didn't exist. It would have been good, because I clearly managed to laugh at all of the stupid things that Nintendo obviously don't intend to be funny. Like the domestic drama. Holy crap, where did that come from? But yeah, unfortunately, I have to send Nintendo their video capturing submarine back this week. I'll try to illegally eBay one from Japan, which I think costs like £100 or something disgusting, but I think it'd be quite funny. I'd love to do some Pokemon battles against other YouTubers. I think that'd be funny. Who would I challenge? I'll make a list of gaming YouTubers I'd destroy with my Pokemon. The dino is staring at me. It is, after Phil sodomized it. Has Dill recovered from his steamy shower yet? You'll find out later this week. Ooh. Maybe. Who knows? Will you watch The Hobbit? Of course I'll watch The Hobbit. Are you kidding me? I'm immensely excited for The Hobbit. It's going to be amazing. When is the new merch coming out? What the much hyped Christmas stuff. There's one thing that's taking a bit longer to... Well, I technically, whether everything with a picture on it requires printing. Probably next week. Don't want to promise a date, but either at the end of this week or early next week. And we are immensely excited because, okay, I think nearly everything we're selling is my favorite things we've ever made. There's one thing which is like the thing that is definitely the best thing me and Phil have ever made for our shop or anything when it comes to designing stuff. It is the most amazing thing. And there's another thing that I'm sure a lot of you guys will like. It's cool. A lot of work has gone into amazingness, but I'll stop talking about it because I can't talk about it for a week, and that's just annoying. But it's cool, and we're looking forward to telling people. Can I buy it in America? Yes. danandphilshop.com. Subtle promo. If you don't know, because not everybody knows these things, you can buy mine and Phil's merchandise from danandphilshop.com, and they ship around the world. If you live in Australia, the shipping might be slightly expensive, but unfortunately that's just because we live on the other side of the planet. Sorry, but it is the best. It's a lot cheaper than any other YouTuber merchandise thing is, which is why we did it in the first place. Boop, 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 boop. Australia, mate. Indeed. Thoughts on Bayonetta? I haven't played it yet. Bought it, still haven't played it. Might do that over Christmas, that'd be quite funny. Immerse myself in some sexy boobs. Not that I'm objectifying Bayonetta. #politics. Thoughts on New Zealand? I spent a month in New Zealand once. Great. One of the best holidays I've ever been to in my life. Loved it. Loved the people. Loved the new Lord of the Rings scenery. Loved absolutely everything about New Zealand. It was fantastic. Love to go back one time. Or twice. Who knows? Speaking of Christmas, we need to decorate. When are we planning on doing that? Tomorrow or something? We have a tree that needs to get up. We have an entire corner of our gaming channel office that is being taken up all year round by Christmas decorations. We'll have so much storage for 1 month. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow or something. That'll be fun. Christmas decorations. Maybe the next time we have a live show, there will be tinsel on my bedside table. Who knows? Decorate the dinosaur. What difficulty do you play Guitar Hero on? Expert, mate. Are you kidding me? Definitely can't monetize a Guitar Hero video because it's literally music. I'm sure Universal Music Group wouldn't like that. I'd like to. It's like, how can we make a Guitar Hero or Rock Band video entertaining other than just playing it? Maybe we can make it into a gaming challenge or something, or maybe just a Dan versus Phil that I can annihilate for that. Who knows? Who minds? But it's something you can't really have intense banter when you're concentrating on playing Dragon Force on a plastic guitar, can you? Is there going to be any Christmassy videos coming? I will be sure to make at least one Christmassy or wintry or Decembery Dan Is Not On Fire video, and I'm sure we'll think of that hat. Do you want me to wear the hat? I found it on the floor in case I was touching my hair too much. There we go. When I'm cold like today, this hat is the thing to wear. Trust me. It is very, very warm. Will you be watching Paddington? I've heard very good things about Paddington. You should play Half-Life. Half-Life 1. You want me to play Half-Life 1? Hello. Here is the worst looking game ever. That's quite good. How dirty is your room today? Still haven't tidied my room since last week. Was I saying that the week before last week when I still haven't tidied my bed? You have no idea. Look, what can I reach for within hand's reach today? A cardboard box that my Mac came in a year ago that I for some reason still have. Great! That's literally within reach. And what else is within reach? That is... Don't want to show that. Stop with the sleeves, Dan. Why? It's comfy. It's warming. It's literally so cold in this house, you don't understand. We put the heating on, it takes a while. New Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Got it in the post. Excited to play it. That'd be a good Dan versus Phil, even though we're both shit. We're always scared of offending people that are actually good at games, because Super Smash Bros. is actually such a hardcore game. Like, you can play Super Smash Bros. By just bashing the buttons and not giving a crap, which is really how you're supposed to play Super Smash Bros. That's clearly how Nintendo think you're supposed to play it. But I'm sure some of you gamery guys are aware how competitive Super Smash Bros. Is, and I wouldn't want to be like, here's me and Phil playing it, and they're like, SMH, please end your life. Probably. So you play the piano, said Virginia P. Yes, Virginia P. Very badly. Want to build a snowman or nah? When's it going to start snowing? Probably February in England. Exactly when you kind of don't want... What is it that you don't want to show? Something irrelevant. New video? New video? What, new Dan Is On Fire video? I said, didn't I, that I was working on a video and then I had a bit of a mental breakdown. So then I stopped and I worked on the phone video instead. Premium messages. I will do some of those in a second. Very rude, sorry. Yeah, new Dan Is Not On Fire video. I spent a long time trying to finish one, had a bit of a mental breakdown, put it on pause, and I'm going to get right back into that probably tomorrow. So in the next couple days, there'll be a new Dan Is Not On Fire video that was very intense to edit, but I think will be very creatively satisfying. Let's hope that I don't burst into tears when I try to work out how to edit it again. Dan, don't swear, I'm in the car with my dad. Sorry. Phil, people are complaining about your cardboard ripping.
Sorry.
He said sorry. I don't think he's sorry. Recycling is the priority, to be honest. Dan, you forgot about the speech bubble. Sorry, I did. Say hi to me, said Amelia. Hi, Amelia. Can you get Phil here? No, he's busy recycling. What are your thoughts on New Jersey? Never been, like to one day. Hi, Dan. Hi, Imogen. You make me smile. Thank you, Chanel. That's a nice thing to say. I'm cold and I live in Florida. How warm is it in Florida at the moment? I'm a Ravenclaw. Can we still be friends? There's a lot of inter-house friendships in Harry Potter. I think that's okay. Hi, Struffles. How are you? I'm cold and good. Hi to Rocio. That's a cool name. Hi to Bronwyn. That's an even cooler name. Phil is recycling late. Why? Because the recycling is collected at like 5 in the morning. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what time you recycle. Any time's good for recycling. I'm coming to London in 2 days. That'll be fun. It's a nice place. Your sticker on that girl's dog. I don't know if you guys saw when people got their Danafil SIM cards in the post. They come with a free sticker, and we were asking people to tweet us pictures just to see where they stick them. And a girl with an absolutely incredible sense of humour stuck them on a box containing the ashes of her dog, which is very incredibly awful and terrible. But oh my god, yeah, it was just the most spectacular thing ever. It was just one of those things that made everybody on Twitter go, 10 out of 10 sense of humour. It was quite funny. It was good. I can't get it because I live in Sweden. I'm sorry. There are bad things about living in the UK. Yeah, sorry to the people with contracts that were having issues with the phone. I'm afraid that, it's a SIM card, so if you bought a phone and it's locked into a contract, then unfortunately you're just locked into the contract. But it's for anybody that uses pay-as-you-go or who doesn't have a problem with it with an unlocked phone, can just order a Danafil SIM and have free internet and stuff from us. It's pretty cool. God, I hate that I have to do hashtag spons when I talk about it on Twitter. Me and Phil were trying to argue about that. Because, you're supposed to, there's the rule where you have to say hashtag spons or hashtag ad on Twitter if you've been paid to tweet something. But I wasn't paid to tweet that earlier. It's just because, obviously we had, it's a phone SIM card, so we had to work with a phone network, EE, to do it, that are a brand. But it's just a thing that we maybe want to talk about. But, so I was like, not really, it's really gross. But then they said, just do it in case. So yeah, projectile vomiting, even though it's just a thing, because it's kind of why don't YouTubers have to do hashtag ad when they're tweeting their own videos or merchandise or whatever? It's the same thing, but whatevs. No one makes the rules. Well, actually some people make the rules. How do you put the big massages? People that got the SIM card, I'm not entirely sure whether everyone gets it on the same day or whether it depends on when you put it. We'll get cool things that we've made with the creative EE people, and one of them was a Danafil speech bubble generator, which I regret definitely. Yeah, I was checking my mentions earlier. Deep regrets for the speech bubble thing, but hopefully you had fun with that. Deep regrets. I can text people. I should do that. Remind me to. Yeah, I think I was gonna wait until enough people ordered it before we started texting people, because we don't want people to miss out, but we should do that soon. If you haven't, what is it, e.co.uk/Dan and Phil. If you live in the UK, you can get one for free. Comes with a free sticker. I'm not saying you should just order it for the sticker, because you should definitely put it in your phone, but you can get it just sent to you for free. So that's cool. Hope you like it. Go watch Jesse Wells. Jesse Wells, alt tab, frickin' sweater paws. Is that what they're called? Sweater paws. You know what I like? I like jumpers that have official thumb holes in them. I have one of those. I'd show you, but it's under a mountain of dirty laundry. So you don't know how bad it is. But I just want the sticker. I am not saying that you can just go to e.co.uk/Dan and Phil and put in your address and get a sticker sent to your house for free. I'm not saying that. Stop. I don't have a phone. I'm sorry, Winnie Bean. I didn't have a phone until I was 14, because my parents were like, I'm not paying for anything in your entire life. And I was like, this was before Facebook, so I was like, Parents, do you literally want me to not have any friends? Because that is a great way to do it. Is your floor like the floor is lava? My floor is like, yeah. Well, there's no gaps in between the. I cannot even see the carpet from here. It's really bad. Although I've got a guest tomorrow, so I really need to tidy. When's your next Sims 4 episode coming? Prob soon. I think we've got a couple other videos. Did you see Phil's new top hat hair, Dan? Strong look. Did you did you see Phil's latest episode of Shelter the Badger Simulator on Dan and Phil Games? So good. I love that game. I want to play it myself, but I don't think I do because it looks so intensely stressful to keep the badgers alive. My God, what an intense game! I think I'm perfectly content to just watch Phil play it and get stressed out enough watching Phil not understand how to keep the badgers alive in the darkness. If you haven't seen it yet, you see that little eye roll then? That was me actually struggling to remember the URL for my youtube.com/DanandPhilGames gaming channel. Please watch and subscribe to the videos. Go watch Phil's badger video if you haven't already. Hello? Weird. I just opened the lid of my laptop a bit and it just gave me a bit of, it just ejected. Shameless self-promo. Technically it's shameless friend promo, because I'm telling you to go watch shameless friend promo. Stop with the friend promo, Dan. Dino cakes. Don't like that. Dinosaur. Let's do it. Do you play drums? I do play the drums. I really should say I used to play the drums, because I haven't had a drum kit since I moved out of my parents' house. I feel like I really want, I should buy, because I live in an apartment, so I can't buy an acoustic drum kit or I'll get evicted. I could buy an electronic drum kit, but where would I put it? I've spent a very long time establishing the feng shui of this room, and there really isn't a corner to put a huge drum kit that I don't have to plug in. But yeah, I spelled surprise wrong in my tweet earlier, didn't I? That was just me not knowing how to spell a surprise. Because like, there's some things that I used to think that minute was spelt minuet, as in it was M-I-N-U-I-T-E, but that's not how you spell minute. That's wrong. So then it's like what I thought was the right spelling is actually wrong. It's the simpler version. And I think surprise is one of those things where, as I wrote it, I was like, wait a minute, is surprise one of those words where it sounds like it has an R, but you're actually not supposed to have an R? So I just typed surprise. And what? This is, like, the computer's supposed to put a red line under something if you spell it wrong, isn't it? Completely useless. So I think I spelt it wrong. I definitely spelt it wrong, didn't I? Unhelpful. Do you need a pay-as-you-go phone for the sim to work? I think you can, unless, I'm not entirely sure how it works, because you can send EE an email, because they can help you if you want, but I think if you want to get the texts from us and the stuff that we send, you can do that and then just put your other SIM back in to actually use your phone if you're on a contract, unless there's some weird thing locking it out. So by all means, you can order one of our SIMs and just put it in to kind of be part of the cool things and then just use your actual one. I'm not send them an email because I don't know. They are helpful and they understand things. The Hanging Tree Mockingjay. What about The Hanging Tree? A very sad song. I really liked how they melodicized it for the soundtrack. It debuts in the top 20. Yeah, that's cool. Are you? It's a good one. Is that the official? I'm excited for it. In a year! So let's not get too excited for it, because bloody hell, that's ages away, isn't it? Sorry to the girl who told me not to swear because she's in the dad with her car. thankfully, that was maybe British enough to get away from it. Anime recommendations. I'm not watching anything new other than Your Lie in April and Sword Art. I'm behind on Your Lie in April and Sword Art. Sword Art just makes me like crave MMOs. I wish I had more IRL friends that wanted to literally just ruin their lives with an MMO. I want a group of people I know in real life to play Final Fantasy XIV with or something. Did I just say... Okay, everybody, I did just say the girl who is in her dad with the car. I'm not entirely sure what that means. In any possible interpretation, that's not a good thing. So let's move on from that as soon as possible. Oh dear. The girl who's in her dad with the car. Yeah. Play piano? No, don't have anything new. Sorry, still haven't finished learning how to play ingenue because I'm a piano procrastinator. I'm a pianscrinator. And I'm learning a new song that I've spent ages transcribing note for note because I'm a idiot that can't read sheet music. Spotify update. I don't think I've been listening too much on Spotify recently. I've just been listening to I Am Who Am I's new album. Let me check. I've been listening to Run the Jewels too. Anybody out there know those guys? Run the Jewels' second album. It's a good one. It's a very good one. And Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine featured on one of their singles. And it was very good. I'm just looking at Spotify. What have I saved in a while? Spent 2 days just re-listening to College Dropout, Kanye West album the other day. I was listening to Pinata, that's another good one. And scrolling down. And Section 80. Yeah, I was just rediscovering a lot of old music I like recently. I really relate to Kendrick Lamar, not in a street violence kind of way, but in a kind of philosophical, meaning of life kind of way. In a big way. Love Kendrick. Section 80 was definitely more about the wider universe, even though Go Kid Mad City is the GOAT album. TBQFH. Can you pause for a screenshot? Hopefully that was the erotic pause that you were craving. Outlast. People want me to keep playing Outlast, don't they? People want me to play DDR. I looked up because I'm like, I'm a big boy with my own apartment. Maybe I can buy a DDR machine. How much? Like just an old crappy DDR machine. How much do they cost? Like £300. Maybe it can be like a Christmas, just like a really old crappy DDR machine. I'm like, a Christmas gift, and I can put some of my own money, put it in the corner of my room. I kid you not. Do you want to know how much a DDR machine is? Like £15,000. I was like, what? I was like, rude. Stop that. I was like, hey, how much would it cost to buy a DDR? How can arcades ever make that back? No one ever puts £15,000 worth of coins into a DDR machine, do they? Bloody hell. I'm going to have to just steal one, clearly. I'm going to have to rent a van and hire a team of mercenaries and just loot one from an arcade. That is the only way that my... Wii U. Guess the crime. We don't do Guess the Crime anymore. I can't be bothered. It takes too long. Shady XV? No. Just don't care. I loved the first 3 Eminem albums in the same way that I love Bastard by Tyler, the Creator, which is kind of like, if you look over all of the bloody horrifying homophobia and misogyny, that it's actually some well-made music with some good technical rapping, but don't you wish that these people that make good music didn't kind of ruin it by being, I don't know, it's like, who really defends Eminem other than 12-year-old white boys, really? Or the occasional 12-year-old white girl Eminem stan, because I love Eminem, his music ability, and I love Dr. Dre's production, and I didn't really care. Like, Relapse was weird but good because of the Dr. Dre, and the rapping was good. Stan is a word that you should know. Eminem made a fairly famous song called Stan about a psycho fan of his, theoretically, that was like in love with him and was a bit of a psycho. So the term Stan, like the song about a guy called Stan who was a crazy psychotic Eminem fan, went on to mean someone that is a kind of like crazy psychotic fan of somebody. So if you see someone going, "Oh, you're a One Direction stan," it means that someone is implying that you're a psychotic fan of somebody. So that's what the word stan means. Which is quite cool that one Eminem song's name went on to become a term for things. But yeah, I just like... I don't know, like... Recovery, Eminem, I didn't like the music at all. But I really appreciated the... Thanks to all the people saying, "I'm a fan stan." Don't stand for me. Anyone out there that likes my content, I really appreciate. But don't blindly follow anybody. It's not a good idea. If I ever stab somebody, I wouldn't want you to be like, "I forgive Dan because he's great." I'd like you to not like me if I stab somebody. I think that's a healthy way to view anybody. What is that pic behind you? It's the Justin Bieber caricature. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, for Eminem to kind of come with everything he was saying in Recovery, and then just kind of crap all over it with the lyrics in, like, Marshall Mathers LP2, I was just like, come on, how could you take one step kind of forward and two steps back, and then just like, yes, I am admitting that I stabbed somebody. And if you're an Eminem fan and you've decided that you hate me now, don't hate someone for expressing an opinion, stop being so dramatic, and also, I'm not offending Eminem. Eminem's good, okay? He's very successful because he's good at rapping. Calm down. Calm down. Don't be bothered. If Family Guy is your favourite... If you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm stroking you, essentially. If Family Guy is your favourite TV show, and your favourite YouTuber or band member says, "I hate Family Guy," there's no reason to hate them. It's just an opinion, okay? You can like Family Guy. They could not theoretically like Family Guy, and that's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Shh. 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 Okay. I love your jumper. It's so pretty. It's very comfortable. That was bordering on disturbing, wasn't it? I'm really sorry for touching you. I crossed a line there. That was really inappropriate. Do I believe in Larry? Okay, what else can we talk about? What happened with the coffee thing? The coffee thing is the kind of thing that I should be making little side channel videos about at the moment that I'm freaking out, because it would be quite funny for you to laugh at me. You know how Phil has uploaded a couple of side channel videos of just something stupid's happening right now, let's film it. That's great. That's what I'd like to do, as opposed to the occasional bonus footage. And it was another good example. That's a resolution. Film more stupid things as they're happening. Try new things. Yeah. So the other day, I drank 3... I went to a place that does like a triple coffee, and I thought it would be cool, so I ordered the triple coffee, and it basically had like 6 shots of espresso in it, and I was freaking zazzed for like 2 hours. I was mental. I was like, I'm gonna do so... By the way, is it wrong to say going mental these days? I mean, what's the line between, as a society, there's a certain things that we shouldn't say anymore, and, being too politically correct? I feel like, I don't know, because, say, let's go crazy. If you look at the definition of crazy, it says that crazy can be really enthusiastic, but, like, going mental seems like it's a bit offensive to people with mental health issues. Let's look it out. Mental definition. Because, like, one of the... Being, like... I went mental is just one of those things that's so common it just slips out. Let's look at things. Okay. Adjective, referring to the mind, in that something is literally to do with your brain. Number 2, disorders of the mind. Or number 3, an informal term for insane. I think he was worried that I might be a bit mental. Okay, well, the official dictionary seems to think that it's on my... Oh God, say what you want. Okay, Susanna, you can say what you want, but it's good to question, isn't it? It looks like you're filming on a potato. This is just a webcam. Do an American accent? No, that would be incredibly offensive. That would be much more offensive than anything else I could say. You don't want me to do that. I probably could do an alright one, but people love to complain. What animes do I watch? I watch a lot of animes at the moment. The ones I'm watching at the moment are Sword Art Online, ongoing, a bit weird because there's no life or death stakes, but I'm just so invested in the characters that it's okay. I'm going to make this brief, people that don't care about anime. I loved the character of Asuna in the first season of Sword Art, but I really hated how they just turned her into like a kind of typical waifu kind of sex object in the second season that was just there to be kind of tentacle grabbed. It was like, don't do that. The reason we liked her in the first season was because she was a warrior and she kicked butt. She was a cool character. But Sword Art's really great, but they do cross a couple fan servicey lines where they're like, tentacles lifting up skirts, and it's like, you don't need it. You don't need the creepy Japanese men who make these shows. You don't need the tentacles. I was like, it's a perfectly great show without the tentacles and the incest and the giant boobs. You don't need it. I know you'd like it because you're like 40-year-old Japanese guys, but you don't need it. Coffee story, sorry. Yeah, I drank 6 shots of espresso and I was really zazzed, and then I crashed. And it ruined my day. Absolutely ruined my entire day. I have various friends that don't drink coffee or Red Bull. Guess the crime. Because they say that it makes them feel jittery and weird. And I think it was the first... I mean, I remember at Reading Festival once, I drank 3 cans of Relentless and thought I was going to have a heart attack just because I had so many taurine and caffeine. Really, don't drink too many energy drinks, because that can be honestly really dangerous. But yeah, I had this like intense coffee, and not only was I feeling a bit weird... sorry, I need to cough. When I was coming down, but I started to feel really horrible and anxious and paranoid, and that's the kind of jittery, weird feelings that people get when they have too much caffeine. Like, it honestly, I was like having a mild freak out because I was just sat there like, I've had too much coffee, and I was just like, everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. And Phil was like, what's wrong? I was like, I feel like everybody hates me. I feel like I've done something wrong. I feel like I've done something wrong, but I can't remember the wrong thing that I did. And Phil was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's just an average Thursday or whatever, and you're just... you've had too much coffee. And I was like, no, I feel weird. So don't overdo the coffee. Literally ruined my entire day until like 10. Be very careful, okay? Coffee, serious business. What happened to Charlie's Radio Challenge? Yeah, sorry about that. We were going to do Charlie's Radio Challenge, but then things ran over. Unfortunately, when you're doing a live radio show, especially one like with us that has to go into the news, I said this before, like our channel before, when we were just going into Alid with the surgery, we could kind of go, sorry Alid, we're 2 minutes late, and he'd be like, fine, but who misses Alid, right? But because our new radio show goes into the news, it has to end exactly on time, which is terrifying. So if you're wondering why we ever look like we're a bit weird in the final link where we're saying goodbye, it's because there is a very literal giant red clock counting down until the time we absolutely have to start the song. And if we do it too early, it means that, oh god, we need to like make noises for 5 seconds before the news starts. And if we do it too late, then we have to cut off a bit of the song. So it is incredibly intense. Dan, are you sick? No, I've just had a bit of a phlegmy... lung phlegm. Oh my god, that's a really terrible word, isn't it? Phlegmy. Gross. It sounds extremely stressful. It's an intense skill. It's okay for most radio DJs because they're sat down in a chair, not on camera, just sipping a cup of coffee. But me and Phil stood up on camera with a bloody microphone in the way of the screen, bloody juggling a million things at the same time while a giant red clock is going 10, 9, 8. Yeah, that's okay. But we've had a year to get vaguely better at it. Kinda. Do I like Panic or Fall Out Boy? Yes, I have liked Panic and Fall Out Boy for a decade now. It is 2014. 2014 is the 10-year anniversary of when I started listening to Fall Out Boy, probably. When did their music come out? Can I guess? Probably like 2003, actually, that I started listening to Fall Out Boy and Panic. Let me see. Time to Dance, Panic... at the Disco. Does it have its own Wikipedia article? Probably not. Let's find out. Sorry for just taking a break to Google irrelevant. Okay, Panic at the Disco Wikia, a fan wiki. Released officially September. Yeah, but when was the MySpace demo? Do you have trivia about that? Judging you if you don't. They don't. Okay. I know more about Panic at the Disco than the Panic at the Disco wiki. Because I am such an emo hipster that I was there on MySpace at the time. Walking Dead, Dan, what about it? Good show. Kind of wish that they were more linear and less soapy. Bloody AMC. They just want to make it cheap and drag out for as long as possible, don't they? PATD is my life. Good for you. Phil isn't packing cardboard anymore. I know. What's he doing? Probably some other kind of hardcore recycling. Knowing Dan and Phil in the Dan and Phil house. Did you drop out of uni? I did. I dropped out of law school. And that was a terrifying decision. But I chronicled the entire journey on YouTube. Please start in 2011 and watch my slow mental breakdown. Well, actually, no, I don't think it was a slow mental breakdown. I think it was just a mental breakdown that has continued until this present day. All on the internet. Am I glad I did? Obviously. But I'm very lucky that I had the kind of opportunities to do that. Not everybody does. For a lot of people, it's, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm pressing a bit of my hat against my eyeball because I'm weird. Talk about K-pop. I haven't been into K-pop as much recently. When was the last time I was into K-pop? I don't even know. I feel like I went through a real K-pop obsession for the whole of 2013, and it just kind of petered off. I feel like Gangnam Style killed K-pop as a genre. I don't know. It was cool until then. I'm joking. Please don't take that. Do I like raccoons? I love raccoons. I think they're mega cute. Hawaii. What about Hawaii? I'd love to go to Hawaii one day. I prefer J-pop, TBH. Don't know enough about J-pop other than my Hatsune Miku collection. I used to have a friend at university who I had so much in common with, and it's such a shame that I don't talk to him anymore. He used to watch anime, and he used to like listening to Kanye West and playing video games. Doesn't he sound like my ideal friend? Someone that listened to Japanese jazz music and watched anime and listened to Kanye West and played on the PS3. I miss that guy, and yet that's just what happens. Friends split up and depart, and everything is depressing. JK. How did you learn to use the radio equipment? We had like one lesson, and then they just chucked us onto the radio, and then it was 3 months of making horrifying mistakes live on the radio, is how I learned. It was a slow and painful process. Imagine learning a car, except you have millions of people watching you learning to drive a car live. That's a good allegory for me learning to do the radio desk. Yes. Reading about the PH Constitution, help. Oh wow, that sounds intense. And that chronicle slowed my breakdown. That makes me happy. Hi. My mum said tidy your room. Just, your mum should stop oppressing you, Becky. I fell over the other day. Thanks, Bron. Watch Akame ga Kill. Akame ga Kill. Googled. Okay. New Facebook header. Facebook headers. Yeah, how do I feel about that? Because I know, like, I thought, while I'm changing my Twitter headers all the time, why not change my Facebook headers? Except, I feel like when, no one gets notified when I change my Facebook headers other than the people that notice me, tweeting people to say thank you. But whenever I change my Facebook header, it's like, Dan has changed his Facebook header, seen by 500,000 people, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Especially because, like, if I'm tweeting a video, and then if I'm posting a video on my Facebook page, and then I change my header, it bumps it off everybody's news feeds. I wish I could do it without anyone noticing, just so it's like a nice change, because it's like I don't want to draw that much attention to it, if you know what I mean. I'll keep doing it. Icon, haha! You wish. Never. No. At some point, but please don't dwell on it or you will have a terrible time. Oh wow, it's 10. Phil? Is that the sound of you cooking?
Uh-huh.
What are you making? Are you making me food?
Roast. Hound. No, I mean...
We're having roast hound. Thanks!
Chinese chicken.
Oh, jar for two.
I
Yeah.
grew the chicken myself.
If you guys ever, if you ever go to college or move out, you'll realise that it's impossible to buy any kind of food and sauces for one person.
It's always two people.
Exactly. So when you're at university and you're cooking by yourself, you'll have like a jar of Chinese sauce and you'll just have to throw half of it away. So, thanks!
You're welks.
Captain Recycling.
I recycled everything. The planet is thanking me.
We're recycling the cardboard. We're making sure we're not wasting half a jar of Chinese sauce. Because the Dan and Phil house cares about the environment.
Yeah.
Don't abuse the dinosaur. He's terrible. Look at it.
Bye.
It's starting to...
Bye, live show.
Bye, Phil. How polite. He said goodbye. The dinosaur's starting to inflate. Look, its head is compressing slightly. I need to inflate this baby. Where's its blowhole? It's on its ass, literally. Great. I'm gonna... let me just perform some kind of strange act to this dinosaur. How do I get that out? This... Okay, out of context. This is gonna look very weird. Okay, come on, get out of there. How do I... Yeah, wait. There we go. And then I just need to... There we go. Fully inflated dinosaur. Look at that face. That's not crimpling anymore. And that might possibly be the most disturbing thing I've ever done on camera. Okay, I feel like we've done a lot in this live show. That was fun. And I think I just crossed a line, took that to a level that I wasn't expecting. And I don't think you were either. Let's read some premium messages. Hi Becky, thanks. Have a hug. Why did you get an iPhone 6? EE gave it to us for free because they have lots of phones and we were very kind of cheeky and asked for it. Never change your icon, we'll see. Julia passes on a message to Phil. Hi Tiara, hi Ilya. I watched all your videos again. Sorry Lord Pug. And Hayley said she saw it, had a sucky day, and then it was okay. And Stephanie M said, Erectio. Great. Hi Celia L. You look nice. Thanks Imogen. It's snazzy Hogwarts jumper. How to get away with murder is great. Cool. My mum, says Becky. Great. And hi Dan, says Marshall. Thanks for the messages, people. How to get away with murders. Okay. That's a weird thing to Google. Maybe I'll search for that in an incognito tab. Right. Nice speaking to you guys. This was fun. Make sure you've seen my video playing Pokemon, and even if you don't like playing video games, or if you have no interest in watching video games, I think you'd really enjoy watching Phil play the game called Shelter on our gaming channel. So go to youtube.com/DanFilGames and watch Phil playing his Badger videos. So funny. I'm gonna immerse myself back into that Dan is Not on Fire video, and I'll upload that in a couple of days. Have a good week. Hope you guys that ordered a Dan and Phil sim are enjoying it. Hope so. And yeah, bye. Have a good week. Enjoy the festive season. Maybe it'll be Tinsley next time I see you. Ciao.